Nothing out the back.
That's, wow, good luck. You need like a 24/7 reverse cam.
Except I think that probably falls foul of the law that says you can't have an active display
Oh,
whilst
right,
the driver
yeah,
is...
right.
Yeah, in the days before reversing cameras, the way you used to have to park these cars was, you know, you'd open the door and then just sit on the sill and like lean out the back and kind of try and juggle, try and do it that way.
Wow.
The advent of reversing cameras has been very useful for these kind of cars. Yeah.
So how is your visibility when you're driving around? I feel like
Out the front is great. Like that mirror there is basically useless. The wing mirrors are pretty good.
Is this really for my window?
Yes, that's your window control.
My God.
This one raises and lowers the front so you can get over speed bumps.
Oh.
So right now you can see there. So yeah, because otherwise it has no ground clearance.
Oh.
And then, confusingly, the indicator button is not a stalk. It's a little switch here.
Oh
is,
my God.
Yeah, so that's going to be... That's,
turn signal is
yep,
that.
that's
It's
the turn
a little
signal.
button. I'd never get used to that ever.
So Ferrari started doing that. Ferrari put all their controls on the steering wheel.
Right. You can see the completely useless sun visor here with the world's tiniest mirror.
So the idea is presumably it's for your wife or mistress to be able to put her lipstick on.
Right.
Know that you have to have these guards on them so that so there's something to stop you hitting them in an accident. There's not a massive amount of storage space in this car. I mean, you've got these little door bins.
Yeah.
I do quite like this leather.
It's
like
really
this brown
nice.
leather, yeah. Sitting in it, you feel like it's an event. The car
Yes.
the car has drama.
Yeah.
Well, most of it's in Italian. So, for example, all the gauges here are in Italian.
Oh.
And it says benzina instead of gas. It's temp aqua instead of water temperature. So Strada is street mode, and that has like the most traction control, the most stability control. It's a dual clutch gearbox.
Okay.
So I guess if it's in street mode, it will shift automatically. But there are some lovely lines on it. I mean, it's a much better design than the old Gallardo. I think with this Huracán they did a good job. The naturally aspirated V10 revs to 8,500.
Yeah.
The engine is made in Hungary, I believe, and then the rest of the car presumably in Italy. In sixth gear, it's not that noisy.
No, it's not.
We're doing
nice.
just over 2,000 RPM. Where is the speed? Oh, there's the speedo. Okay. If I touch the gas, it goes down to like 10 miles per gallon.
Oh my God. 4.6 miles per gallon. Awesome.
That is even better than the Audi did when you floored it, or even worse, I suppose.
So there's just no dials on this car whatsoever.
Nope,
it's just
they're all digital.
Big, giant LCD.
So apparently it has a whole bunch of accelerometers, so it's measuring all different axes.
Okay. So there's accelerometers, and like it detects body roll.
Yeah.
And then it stiffens up suspension on that side. And,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So then it also knows for the stability control if it needs to cut power to any one of the wheels if it's starting to slip.
Okay.
Let's make it a little louder.
Oh no. He's moved it down to sports.
Okay, so in sport it'll still do automatic. I guess it's just if you go into Corsa. I think it's also changing the throttle mapping. Certainly the gears will change faster in some of those modes, I think. It'll hold on to the gear longer, and you get much more engine braking. So like when you lift off, the car slows a lot more, whereas in normal it'll coast. The ride control over these kind of crappy surfaces is not too bad. Yeah, it feels like there's almost no body roll. These paddles are wild, they're enormous. Quite often they're usually about half the size. think with tyres as fat as they are, the steering lets you know that you need to work it a little bit. It's not sort of feather light. It's not actually as fast as I was expecting it to be.
What speed did you just go to?
We only got up to 52. So it does sound like the end of the world. When you get up to like 7,000 RPM.
Wow.
The brakes on this thing are great.
Yeah.
They're enormous. The brakes are probably bigger than the actual wheels on my Miata. The thing is, this car will corner so much faster than is legal.
There's no ocean handles. I just instinctively am like, oh my god. You're just tired at work one day and you need to get home in your Lamborghini.
On your way back to Wayne Mansion.
Yeah.
After a hard day's beating up supervillains.